So today is the public release of the episode. I need to get the bloopers done for patrons. I don't know what time we're gonna be doing the episode today, but let's do that. So to start the day, let's see if we can't finish that cover I was working on. I think we can. Okay, well that's coming along reasonably well. There was one section I did in 2 takes, and then later you have to play it again, and now it's taken me like 50 takes and I haven't gotten it. It's so weird how that works. Anyway, time for a run, time for a run. So in exchange for the tortillas, I gotta go dig some trenches. Okay, and now what I've been dying to do, play more of that remake, baby! Dude, the hard mode is so good. It's so hard and challenging, but so satisfying at the same time. I'm on Airbuster now, and he is no joke. Okay, actually, what's been a big deterrent for me playing music is that there's no utility to it. It's strictly for myself and my own enjoyment. So much of what I do now, if it doesn't directly benefit me or somebody else in like a more tangible way, like giving me money or giving somebody else to watch, it's really hard for me to justify it. Like video games, obviously, are the biggest masturbation. But it's weird because music, it seems like a wholesome activity, but it's just as masturbatorial as playing video games by yourself. If I make a video and share it, that's a little bit different. In fact, that's one of the funniest tricks. Like, I don't know how this managed to happen, but reading books is seen as a good thing. But watching TV or movies or playing video games seems like a waste of time. And I feel like, yeah, you're probably using more of your brain reading, but that's just like a mechanical thing. The actual contents can be just as enlightening from a video or a book. It's just a different form of media. And when books first came out, guess what people were saying about books? The same thing they're saying about the internet now. Which, I mean, everything has its positive and negatives. So don't blame the medium, blame what's in the medium. Anyways, with all that being said, for some reason, I feel like I had to make this song. This little cover of this song. I'm almost done. I just gotta do a few more parts, then I'm gonna ship it off to Nathan. He's gonna add some drums to it. I haven't told him about this yet, but I'm sure he'll do it. Add some drums, mix and master it, we'll post a video, it's gonna be great. Okay, that turned out well. I sent it off to Nathan. My mother made some tortillas. Look how good these tortillas look, man. I'm like a professional.
I'm gonna look it up in the book.
The 8-hour recommendation for sleep, I think that's like a bare minimum for proper repair and function. Do you realize anywhere from 1/3 up of your life is completely out of your control? You go to sleep and it is completely up to your body to do what it needs to be done. Nothing conscious from you, for the most part, can help with that process. And without that process, you're dead. Literally dead. So, on the docket for today is to get some music written, start to get a backlog going, and we're going to re-record the opening theme song so it's actually got some proper levels, a good recording, a good mix. Like, it's been the same since like 2015. It should not sound as bad as it does sound. I mean, the composition's fine, but the actual recording and everything, oh man, it could be so much better. So we'll work on that as well. But first, like always, I gotta eat. Canon press conference. You know, we started out with a Canon DSLR, and ever since then, Canon just like makes one misstep after another. And they're so far behind Panasonic and Sony as far as usability for video. It's just like, Canon, I want to use your cameras. Your lenses are so good, you got so many of them. But then the cameras, your video features, you always cripple it somehow. Just every time it's like, oh, this got this, and this, but it's got a 1.8x crop. You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We'll see if they actually follow through. Turns out I don't even have to watch the full dumb presentation because DP Review's got the R5 video specs right here. 4K, 120p. Canon, if you get this right, even if it's a little bit expensive, which it's definitely gonna be expensive, I have no brand loyalty to cameras whatsoever. I want the camera that is the best camera. So if you could do this right, I'm there. There day one, son. Okay, now I gotta do a little archaeology, find the original project files for the original theme song. I've always done a pretty good job of archiving everything and making sure we have all of the old stuff. But some of the early stuff, especially before I started using Logic, I'm not sure I saved those very well. So we're gonna find out here. Oh, I still have all the original stuff. Hey, not bad, not bad. I think that's the actual take. Maybe not. Okay, great. I'm glad I still got these. Excellent. Okay, so here's some good news. I found the original project file, has everything in it. This has been in opening theme song the entire time, and I had no idea. Listen to this. I hit the mic. And apparently we just left it in, never took it out. You know, even if we did nothing else, if we just turned down that guitar, that would vastly improve the opening theme song. So I've got a Logic file with everything laid out, much more organized now. And also, I made MIDI versions of each of the different instruments so that we don't have to keep transcribing the music. I actually didn't think I'd be able to do that, but I was able to do the piano, Nathan did the marimba though. And for those of you who don't know, the opening theme song has instruments that me, Brian, and Andrew can all play. And we played live instruments for the theme song. So Brian's playing guitar, Andrew's playing flute, and I'm playing marimba. So we're gonna re-record everything, make it mixed much better, make it sound better. The problem with the marimba part is, I remember that took a while to actually learn and be able to play it quickly, so I'm gonna do that now and practice and see if I can't do it. I think I can do it. The marimba's getting used, baby! Okay, this is exciting. I think it's coming along pretty well. I can't wait to hear what Nathan comes up with. Brian might not need to re-record the regular guitar, but definitely the electric guitar, because it was too loud. It was like too, and that's the whole mix basically. The next thing is updating the actual visuals for the theme song. Oh, that's a task and a half, man. There's a reason why we haven't updated it in like 3 years. I think it's about time. And I've got some ideas, it's just the daunting task of actually implementing those ideas. Yeah. The real question though is it nice enough outside to run in shorts? I'm gonna say yes. And check this out. Wow, those are perfect.
They are perfect. Look how soft.
Okay, that was a good run. Now I need to move all of this dirt into the backyard for my mother. That's gonna be a task. Task and a half, son. Whew. So it turns out that was 19 trips. I just said that it felt like more than that, but now that I think about it, that's probably about right. It's probably about 19. I had Andrew ship back my 12 to 35 axe and they left it at their house. You'd be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't, that not having the right equipment makes you not want to use your equipment as much. Like not having this lens to where it's so versatile and all I've had is my wide, it's like, oh man, I can't get very creative with my shots. If I zoom in, then I lose so much aperture and I can't do weird shots like this. Like look how uncomfortably close this is. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go eat. Actually, one more thing, the 42.5 millimeter, basically an 85 millimeter. It is a very not useful focal length indoors and it's not super useful outdoors. And there is so much chromatic aberration at f1.2 that it bothers me, and usually chromatic aberration doesn't bother me at all. So I will more than likely be selling this lens. It's cool, but now I know that 85 millimeters, it's not for me. 55 millimeters on the other hand, delicious, just delicious. Okay, let's go eat.
Will that be super scandalous back then?
No, it was much more scandalous to show your ankles than it was your boobs.
What?
Like I want to go take a shower, but I also don't want to. Anyways, thank you for watching today's vlog. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. So today is the public release. Oh jeez. There was one. Speaking of which, freaking, what was I gonna say? Okay, that is exciting. I think that it's gonna come along. This is what it's come to. Nobody grows up. Maybe people will now, but nobody grew up thinking, what are you gonna do when you grow up? I'm gonna film my face while I shower. Oh, reality is more absurd than any fiction you could possibly make. It's nice though.